and welcome back to my channel. I'm back this week with another video for you guys, but today we're gonna be doing a very easy, simple, yet very glam and smoky prom makeup tutorial. I'm gonna teach you a lot of tips and tricks on how to make your makeup last all night and also how to make it just easier to apply while still being super glam. If you're interested to see a tutorial on this look you see right here with all the tips and tricks for prom, definitely keep on watching. But if you're not a part of the Palladio family yet, don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. And yeah, that is it. Let's get into this prom and makeup tutorial. Well, hello guys, so let's get into the eyes. And I did want to let you know that I did do my brows. I do have a video on how I do my brows, so I will link that down below, but I already primed my eyes as well. I used the Smashbox 24-hour Photofinish eyeshadow primer. It is this gray guy right here, and I also put a little bit of the Shape Tape concealer in light neutral just to cover up the darkness. So I kind of mix those two together and I blend them on my eye, and then I set it with some Coty Airspun powder, and that is all I do to prime my eyes, because you want to make sure your eyes are primed if you're going to a special event or if you're going to prom. Like this makeup tutorial, this is for prom, so you do want to make sure that your eyes are primed if you want your eye makeup to last all night. Okay, so to start this transition, I'm gonna go in with the shade Silk Cream from the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill palette and my Morphe M433, and I'm just gonna put this on my crease. This shade is like barely noticeable on my eyelids, but I just like placing it because I feel like it helps me blend the darker colors on top. And since we're gonna be doing a deep brown and just like a very smoky eye look, I feel like transition is key. Alright guys, so now that that is down, I'm gonna go in with the same Morphe M433 and the shade Puder. And I'm not gonna grab that much of this shade, but I'm just gonna build that transition. And I'm gonna place this shade a little bit lower than Silk Cream. So you can tell I kind of go in sideways circular motions right in the outer corner like this, and when I get to my inner corner I go in windshield wiper motions. And since I do want this to blend very well, I'm looking straight forward into my mirror and I'm blending with my eye completely relaxed. Alright, so now we're gonna start off with the darker colors, and I'm first gonna go in with the shade Buns from the same Jaclyn Hill palette and my Morphe M433. Just dipping in, tapping off excess, and I'm gonna raise my brow and I'm gonna put this right in the socket of my crease. And I'm gonna drag it out on the outer corner just a little bit. And now that I placed that right on the crease, I'm gonna grab a little bit more of that shade with my eye completely relaxed and open, looking right into my mirror, and I'm gonna put it right on the upper crease so that I'm able to see this color with my eye open normally, not raising my brow. And I'm just blending in the same motions, just circular motions on the outer corner and windshield wiper motions on my inner corner. So I know I'm not really going to prom this year, of course, because I graduated last year, so I'm in my first year of college, but this look is gonna be very similar to the look I did on my prom a year ago, and it's just gonna be using a different palette. For my actual prom look last year, I used the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I figured that for this year, for my prom makeup tutorial, I really wanted to use the Jaclyn Hill palette, because I know a lot of you guys do have it if you're going to prom, and I also know that it is way more affordable than a lot of other palettes that are out there. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna go in with the shade Central Perk and the same Morphe M433, and I'm just gonna pack the side of my brush with this really deep cool tone brown. And I'm just gonna pack it on the outer corner, kind of like from the outer corner to the middle of my eye, like right above my pupil. Alright guys, so now with any additional product on the brush, I'm slightly gonna drag it up to my crease, just so that it blends into the colors that we already had. So now I'm just gonna clean up the line right out here. Makeup wipe. Alright guys, so now for the lid, I'm not really gonna do any crazy like cut crease or half cut crease because I know that those are more complicated. So I'm just gonna go in with this shade Beam from the Jaclyn Hill palette with my finger. I'm just gonna pack it on my finger, and on the empty space we see right there, I'm just gonna pack it there because I feel like it'll give us a pop on the eye without being too complicated. Like, as you can tell, it is shiny, but you also have that smoky outer corner without being too complicated. Like, I literally only used a couple shadows. And now with the same Morphe M433, the one that we used to pack on the deep brown on the outer corner, I'm gonna blend this top edge right here without adding any additional product. Now, this step is completely optional, but this is what I did for my prom look last year, and I feel like it is a very easy way to kind of spice up your look and give you a more glam look without having to do like a cut crease or anything like that. You can just get some of these Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liners. This is the shade Midnight Cowboy, so it is a gold. However, I know they have these in silver, in blue, in purple, in literally every color, so you can kind of match it to your dress and put it the exact same spot I'm putting it on. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this color on top of this Beam shade. Like, as you can tell, that glitter is just gonna make it pop a little more. And it is so easy to apply these glitters. You don't need glitter glue, you don't need like another brush, you just use the same applicator from this and you just pop on some glitter and it looks glam. It's really easy and fast. I highly recommend these. So now I'm gonna grab my Sigma A21 and the shade And Light from the same Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm gonna put this on my inner corner. It's just like a pale shade. And I'm also gonna grab a tiny bit of that color and I'm gonna put it on my brow bone. Now, something I like to do whenever I put a brow bone highlight is to blend it into my crease, and I use my Sigma E38 for that. I just diffuse the line in between the brow bone highlight and the upper crease to make it look very natural. Alright guys, so now, as you can tell, I already cleaned up everything. Everything is pretty much done with the eyeshadow on this eye. And as you can tell, right on the outer corner, when I cleaned up my shadow, it already looks very sharp and like a cat eye. So I'm not going to be doing a wing, I'm just going to be doing a black line. Plus, it is way easier to just do a black line, and I feel like you cannot mess it up. And yeah, I'm just gonna do a black line with the Tarte Pro Liner, the double take one, the one I always use. Alright guys, so now I'm just gonna put on some Benefits BADGal Bang Mascara on my top lashes, and I'm gonna be applying my Samantha No. 7 lashes by Huda Beauty. These are the actual lashes I wore last year for prom, and I feel like they were perfect because they're not heavy, you can't feel them on the eye, but they're also very easy to apply, and they're dramatic, but they're not too over the top. So I feel like Samantha lashes by Huda Beauty are perfect. So I'm gonna be applying these, and I'll be back to my lower lash line. Alright guys, so I know I said I was gonna do my under eyes now, but I'm actually gonna do my face because I don't want the eyeshadow to ruin any of my face makeup, especially for prom. So I'm gonna start off with the Smashbox Photofinish Primer and Luminizing. You can pretty much use any primer that you would like. I just really like this primer. It just brightens the skin as well as hides pores and imperfections. So it's like a 2-in-1. Oh, and this is my Morphe sponge, by the way. I feel like you cannot skip out on primer for prom, because if you want your makeup to last all night, you need a good primer. Alright guys, so now since this is prom makeup, I'm gonna go in with my favorite foundation of all time. This is the Guerlain Lingerie the Peau foundation, the Natural Perfection foundation, and I wear shade 03N. This is what this guy looks like. You guys know I am in love with this foundation. It is literally the best foundation I've ever worn. It lasts all night. It is extremely full coverage. It just blurs everything. It makes you look perfect. It is not too matte. It is not too dewy. It's just the perfect foundation. So I'm gonna grab one pump of the foundation on this Tarte silicone brush, and I'm just gonna dot it on my skin. So now that that is applied, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe sponge and I'm just gonna blend it out. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. Just like an extreme coverage concealer. Blending that in with my Morphe sponge. Alright guys, so now I'm just gonna set my under eyes right away with some Coty Airspun and the same Morphe sponge. I'm also gonna set the rest of my face with this. Alright guys, so now that all my face is set and there's a little bit of powder left on my under eye, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M432 in the shade Central Perk, which is that really deep dark brown that we used on our outer corner. And I'm gonna put this on my lower lash line, very close to my waterline. And now I'm gonna go in with some of the Marc Jacobs Highliner in Rococo, which is just a brown glittery eyeliner for the waterline. And now, since I did do my waterline eyeliner, I'm gonna tightline with the eyeliner side from the Tarte Double Take eyeliner, the one that's not liquid, the other one. And I'm just gonna tightline with this side. And now I'm gonna go in with my Sigma A34 and the shade Pooter. That is the second transition shade we used. And I'm just gonna blend out that dark brown with this lighter brown. And now with the same Sigma A34, I'm gonna grab some of the shade Beam and I'm gonna put it right on the inner third of my lower lash line. I'm also gonna re-intensify my inner corner with this color. And now I'm just gonna finish off my eyes with some Benefit BADGal Bang Mascara on the lower lashes and we'll be done for the eye look. And yeah guys, that is it for the eyes. Okay, so now I'm just gonna bronze out my skin with the middle shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette and my Sephora number 79 brush. And now I'm just gonna contour using the darkest shade in the Kat Von D palette, this one right here, and that same Sephora number 79 brush. But I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that shade and I'm gonna put it right on my cheekbone. It's just gonna re-intensify my bone structure without being too harsh, because this shade is quite dark. And now I'm gonna grab that same Sigma F64 with some Coty Airspun, and I'm gonna cut out my cheek like that to bake it, because I feel like if I bake my contour it looks way sharper, plus it lasts way longer. So while that is baking, I'm actually gonna do some blush, and I'm gonna be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in Feisty. And this is my Luxie 514 brush. Then going in with my beauty blender, bouncing it out as always. Okay, so now for highlighter, I'm gonna go in with the Carli Bybel Deluxe Edition palette highlighters. I'm gonna be mixing these two guys with my Smashbox Lighted Up fan brush. These are like my two favorite highlighters ever, and I'm gonna be mixing them today. And these are also really affordable, which is A+. Dabbing it with my Morphe Sponge. I'm gonna do a little bit on the Cupid's bow, on the chin, a little bit on the forehead, and on the nose. So for lips, I'm actually gonna go in with a peachy nude, but literally you can use any lipstick you want. I feel like with this eye look, you can do red, you can do nude, you can do brown, you can do black, you can do purple, you can do blue. Like literally, you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna go in with the Holmes x Palladio lipstick in the shade Georgia. I literally just did a review of this collection a couple of days ago, which I will link in the description box and on top up here so that you can see how these work. But I feel like these are so long wearing that I feel like they're perfect for prom. They will last you all night, through dinner, through dancing, through everything, and they will not ball up, they will not feel dry, and they will not transfer. So I feel like these are the perfect look lipsticks for prom, and they are also really affordable. They are $10 a piece. So I'm gonna be wearing the shade Georgia. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it for this tutorial. I'm gonna that is it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it, and I hope that you take some tips and tricks from this tutorial for your own prom makeup. So I also forgot to mention, after doing your makeup, always set your makeup. I set my makeup with the L'Oreal Infallible setting spray. I will leave a picture right here since I don't have it in hand right now, but always set your makeup. It is so important, especially if you want it to last all night. So yeah, that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Hit that thumbs up button if you did, and subscribe to my channel before you leave. And yeah, I will see you on my next video. Bye guys.